further than footcoinshop.net. They have the fastest service, an incredible loyalty reward system, and the best prices around. Use my creator code Inception when you sign up for your account and get a 5% discount with your order.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have another gameplay rants video to do. Guys, listen.
Dude, it should be use code PINception.
People think that I enjoy doing these gameplay rants videos. People need to understand that as a content creator, if I liked the game to its fullest extent, it would actually be more beneficial for me as a content creator, because I would be doing YouTube, I'd be streaming on a consistent basis. Streaming is an absolutely massive part of content creation, and I just don't do it because I just don't view this game as a streaming game, like I told you guys in the rants video, right? On your screen right now, you see that we're in the Elite Division. The reason why I have to show this on the screen is because a lot of the times I do these gameplay rants videos, it's from people that don't really know me very well. So they always go to, and this is for the people that are not sarcastic, right? These are the people that say skill issue. Most of the times the skill issue part is actually people being sarcastic just to kind of like wind people up, which I love you guys for, because here's the thing in our community, okay? Back in FIFA 17, when I used to call out the garbage in the game, right? I used to call out how I didn't like foot champs being included, how back in the day or even now, it's always inconsistent.
Guys. No, it's not that he doesn't want to stream. Guys, I know for you guys, you might not see this way. This game is very hard to stream. Like, this is not a game you can just like sit here and smile. Like, you have to be built for it to stream FIFA, modern FIFA, in my opinion. Like, I understand exactly what he's saying. It's not an easy game to stream. And the problem is, like, in the top divisions, dude, it gets so ratty and disgusting. It's tough, man, because as a streamer, you want to be like, the menu's part of FIFA. Like, what fucking emote is this? Is this a waffling emote?
Inconsistent gameplay. You guys know that that's my biggest thing that I always wanted to be fixed. It will never be fixed because EA is incompetent at fixing it. I will say that in this year's game, it's less apparent than previous years, but it's still there. You could definitely notice it, right? But back in the day when I used to make the rants videos, right?
Back in the day.
People need to understand that it killed my Twitch stream entirely, okay? I went from a person averaging during that time period like 1.5, 1.6K viewers because I was mainly a streamer. I was not a YouTuber during that time period. And when I talked about all of the issues in the game, it completely killed my stream, okay? So when people on Twitter and in the YouTube comment section come to me and they're like, oh, this guy's only doing it for engagements, I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. I don't care what you think, and I live my life this way to the fullest extent. I say what I wanna say, and I will do what I wanna do, because in my heart, it's what feels like is right for me, okay? I want you to understand, for those of you that catch the algorithm, this is what I'm like as a person, okay? When I like something, I will say that I like it, and if I dislike something, I will say that I dislike it, okay? I'll show you some examples. On Twitter, whoever at EA that add all these practice arena things to demonstrate things in scenarios is an absolute G. Me giving a compliment, right? Another compliment here, because you're going to see a lot of negative stuff too, because I don't even call it negative. I'm sorry, it's constructive, but constructive to the max capabilities, because there's been issues that have been in the game for so long, right? But there's also another one here earlier in the year where I mentioned about the guy that added the L trigger L2 thing to the game, right? So whoever at EA that created the L trigger thing in the menus to hop between stuff, your family loves you with all their heart. What a specimen you are, someone with brain cells working at max capacity, right? I will give compliments where compliments are due, but there's just such an overwhelmingly negative experience with this game where it's just, there's so much negative stuff that you got to talk about, okay? So just to kind of reiterate some of the things that I mentioned in the rant video, because all people came to me and the people that are being serious about the skill issue.
Yo, you know what's so funny about Inception? Like, the amount of times EA messes up, like, this is, I don't know if you guys feel this way. I just get so much humor about this guy always citing certain rant videos. He's like, if you watch the rant video, if you watch the Timo Werner video, like, this guy is having to do fucking rant videos every single week, bro. Oh my god.
Being serious about, oh, you should use this tactic, you're missing the point, okay? You were missing the point in its entirety of that video. I am showing you how a playstyle is completely nerfed. In order for me to play the game and to play to get to the elite division, I had to change things to be more of a rat. Do you understand now? Okay? It wasn't, hey guys, look at the, it's broken. It needed to be said. The pressure tactics, I can't believe that people who protect EA even exist. Now guys, listen, I'm gonna teach you guys something, okay? Never project the negative over the positive, because you know what happened more than anything in that video? It was way more of a positive response than it was a negative response. So for these people, I appreciate them greatly, but you guys know how I am. I always got to go after the rats that play the game, because guys, I've already told you, if I'm playing the game, I'm already a rat. Minimum Division 3 and up rat, because of these gameplay mechanics. But I have to show the results because people think it's a results thing, right? Okay. If you guys want to go see the gameplay that I had to do, if you want to see the rewards, we have those 2 videos up now, all right? Just to reiterate some things from the patch, like I mentioned earlier, some things that I didn't mention to people, like some of the gameplay mechanics I don't like. I mentioned a lot of them during that video already. Over here, the hotbox area, because of the direct passing thing, right? So if we select 4 players here, right? And then we select, I would say, 3 players here. There's an attacking pattern in the game, right? Because of the direct passing. And this will not be changed. This will be the thing for the whole year, because we've dealt with this meta for 3 years. Where, again, it is the push forward, track back meta. So if you are selecting your defenders here, and if your opponent gets into this area right here, this is the area right here that I'm going to call the hotbox area.
Yeah.
This hotbox area is the dangerous spot. You know why? Because here's what happens. Just for a point of time in your tactics, if you are not playing the park the bus meta with the tactics being pressure and all that kind of stuff, right? If you're not doing it, which would be incredibly boring to do, but people are willing to do that because they're addicted and they want to get the rewards, right? But this hotbox area right here, what happens during that area is that what people look for is, again, the push forward and the track back. And both, or all 3, all 4 of the players are going to do this, which is why most of the tactics you guys see is players in the box set to like 7 or 8, right? It's because they're going to do that, and then they're going to do this, and then all they do is pass here, open net, right? This is the patterns of play. So that's the hotbox area because of the whole direct passing thing. There's no like, you know, I sometimes try to show you guys like breakdown opportunities as much as possible, because these are the types of goals that I personally like scoring the most, right? Earlier in the year, I showed a very, very good example of this. I'm going to see if I can actually get this for you guys, right? It was very, very early in the year. Let me see if I can get it for you guys. It's going to be all the way down here. Okay, this is the tweet, right? I live for these goals in football games. Now, you guys let me know if you see anything garbage. Now, don't get me wrong. There's still some attacking plays with the whole direct passing situation in this area here. But this is a good example of just a nice breakdown, right? So using the ball with Gakpo here, fullback overcommitting, through ball to him. Look at all the space we have to work with. I use an L1 flick to the bottom side. I can pass it back to Madison, pass it to the striker who's onside. A nice goal scoring opportunity, right? I live for these types of goals. It's almost like when I am playing the game, it's almost like as I'm building up the play, I can feel the tension rising in my body. And then when I score it, I can literally scream at the top of my lungs of enjoyment from being able to score an opportunity like that. Those are the types of goals that I live for, but those are not the ones that you score on a consistent basis. So I just need people to understand this. That's what I'm trying to go for, right? So again, for people who are not being sarcastic when it comes to skill issue, when it comes to use these mechanics to score goals, breakdown, right? With ID, right? I live for these types of goals. It's almost like when I am playing the game, it's almost like as I'm building up the play, I can feel the tension rising in my body. And then when I score it, I can literally scream at the top of my lungs of enjoyment from being able to score an opportunity like that. Those are the types of goals that I live for, but those are not the ones that you score on a consistent basis. So I just need people to understand this. That's what I'm trying to go for, right? So again, for people who are not being sarcastic when it comes to skill issue, when it comes to use these mechanics to score goals, I understand what the mechanics are to utilize to get results in this game. But the whole point of the video is that it's not enjoyable and that the pressure tactics are completely broken. And it's a cop-out for a hotfix in a game, for a pressure tactic situation for the time wasters. And time wasters comes from the huge, absolute, massive misbalance with the competitive game modes that they have set up in this game. People are going to play like rats to guarantee rewards because your game modes are set up in this way, okay? So that's the rant video aside. Because guys, listen, it's so different. The way that our community responds to things is very different, because FIFA 17, people roasted me, channel died on the Twitch stream before I was a YouTuber, right? Everything. Nowadays, people say stuff to cope. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I actually really appreciate you guys, because your mentality has really changed from what it was back in the day. From back in the day, you used to attack me for the things that I used to tell you, but now your eyes are open and you can actually see, which is fantastic. Hey man, I'm all about human growth. I'm all about people seeing the wrong in their ways and getting it right. That's fantastic, because we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, okay? Listen, we gotta talk about this glitch in the game, and we gotta talk about the level of incompetence from EA's side to not do anything about this as a hotfix, because they do hotfixes in their game, but there's no hotfix for this one, okay? Sorry guys, I had to search up the clips on Twitter, but I had to search up the clips without showing the tutorial, no control on the screen. I don't want to teach that absolute garbage to you guys, okay? But it was so hard to find because, and we're going to talk about this, right? Because people are showing the controllers on the screen. No, there's no situation where I'm going to teach you guys how to use this. I'm just making this video to warn you to not play Rivals and Champs, because as I said in the rant video, people who willingly play FIFA are rats, so they will use this, okay? People are talking about, oh, people should get banned, people will get banned. How is EA gonna ban all of these people using this glitch, guys? Please tell me, right? Because what's gonna be their system of seeing someone using this? Because they use Trickster Plus? What if the guy is like me during my Neymar review, where I'm just using it for the way that it's actually intended, right? Like the way you do the skill moves to force the animation of the defensive AI, like that type of stuff. What if they're doing it that way? How are EA gonna see this bug for them to quote unquote ban people, right? And we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna show you guys the glitches. Don't learn how to do this.
Wait, guys, I have a question. Did they patch the 3v3 squad battles thing yet, or no? Oh, they did? Okay. That took a couple days, though. But see what I said, Chad? I told you about that one because some people were doing that one, and I was like, no one's going to get banned, bro. It's their fault, guys. This is EA's fault. This is not anyone's fault. This is EA Sports' fault. That's where people, like, get this thing twisted, man. This is EA's fault. This is them having a crap game. All right, it's not someone's fault for like this is going on in their game. I mean, it's bullshit. People shouldn't do it. I'm not gonna fucking do it. I don't even know how to do this. But this is EA's fault. This is always EA's fault. It's their fucking game. They have to fix their game.
Don't do this. I know you're already a rat. Don't be the king.
I don't know how you discovered
this,
bro. Somebody sent me this. This has been in the game since the start. Somebody sent me this in a PS message 2 weeks ago, and our whole chat was like freaking out. You remember that when we were doing one of the reviews of the TikTok on PSN, and someone did it. And I was like, what the hell is this? If anyone figures this out, we're fucked. But no one did it for a while. And now everyone's doing it. So they figured it out.
Rats to use a mechanic like this, unless you are showing it off in squad battles and being like, look at this absolute. If you're doing that, okay. But if you're doing it in Rivals and Champs, please, man. What are we doing? Okay? Listen. This is one of them. There's two different variations of this glitch. One of the glitches, you guys are aware, it gets stuck to your leg, which we'll show an example of. The other one is like this, where you do this. I'm not going to tell you how to do this, but it goes in your hands, right? So now you have the ball in your hands, and
wait, what? I didn't even know this one. I thought it was only the first one, because I remember the PS message the guy had it in the Oh my god, you can fucking hold the ball? No way, bro. How did they figure this out? This is like Prime Icon Trickster Plus. That's mad, dude. That looks so glitchy, bro. How did they just do that?
Like this, where
that's the one I know.
I'm not going to tell you how to do this, but it goes in your hands, right? So now you have the ball in one of your hands, and you can run around.
No
the person cannot tackle against you. The person cannot do anything against you. So if you score one of these
EA, man, what am I seeing, EA?
What you could technically do is waste time and not even have to do it again, right? So you can literally run into the goal and score the opportunity. So that's the one with...
What did I tell you guys? Oh, I told you, everyone watching this stream in this summer, I told you guys, this is going to be the glitchiest FIFA we ever had. EA Sports said they're adding from what they say from 600 animations to 3,000. They were gonna add 5 times the amount of animations. This is what happens, bro. What the hell is this?
With the hands.
What the hell is
and again,
this, man?
It took a while for me to find some examples that don't have the controllers on the screen.
This is so bad, chat.
And then this is the other one, right? Where someone utilizes the Trickster. Friendly.
Yeah, good. See, that's fine.
That's what I like to see, boys. Friendly.
That's fine. That's what I'm...
Uses it with Hansen.
My.
Hansen's running with the ball of her leg. You see?
You
just run. Goes into the back of the net.
Wait, Chad, which one?
Teach you guys.
Chad, which one is better though? Surely the one where you're holding your hands has to be better. Like, can you get tackled doing this one?
How to do this mechanic? No chance. There's if you think this is the channel for that,
it's the exact same.
Out of your
you just
minds,
can't take the ball. Oh my god.
Let's talk about this for a second, and we're going to talk about it from two different perspectives. Perspective of EA and perspective of content creation. Let's talk about EA's perspective first. EA, you added some sort of system in your game, right? Where you can do fixes on the go. Why have you not disabled Trickster Plus yet? Or Trickster in general, just in case that's what causes it, no, it's Trickster Plus because they need to do the little flick ups and whatever, right? Why have you not disabled Trickster Plus? You disabling Trickster Plus is not going to break this game, okay?
That's what I'm saying,
it's not
bro.
a situation where it's like, hey guys, look at this left stick dribbling thing where, you know, my player starts flying in the air, they do a nice little landing strip here on the 18-yard box, and then I can score. That's not the glitch.
Right, and also Trickster Plus, like I don't know if you guys agree with this. Like, I think Trickster Plus is nice to have this year, but I don't think it's gonna be the reason people lose or win games. Do you disagree with that, chat? Like, they should just disable it. They don't have to disable matchmaking. They just got to turn it off. Like, that Trickster Plus is cool. Like, I do it to try to get a fucking Instagram reel, but I'm not doing it. Like, I don't need to fucking score every time using it. I don't know. It's just like a fun thing to do, but they could just surely they could just disable it for like 3 hours. How is this going to take more than 2-3 hours to sort out? I don't understand why this is going to take so long. You think it could be useful sometimes? Yeah, I know, but like, it's not a necessity though, no? It's not like, oh, they're gonna disable the finesse shot plus, and now you know you can't score with Son and Griezmann anymore. Tifo Tim is on vacation though, I heard. All right, let's keep going.
It's a play style, so why have you not disabled it yet? Especially when we are in the weekend league right now. Do not play rivals. Do not play your weekend league. You will get worse results. Period. Because the rats, they're infested and they will do this. And guys, listen. I hope I'm wrong. I really genuinely, for you guys, okay? Because the personal experience for me, if it's not for content, but for you guys, I hope they do something about it. But the real me doesn't think at all that people are going to get banned for this, bro. Because there's going to be so many people doing it. There isn't going to be a system of EA seeing, oh, this person specifically put the ball in his hand, specifically got the ball stuck to his leg for this to work. I just don't think it's going to happen. So people are going to use this. Okay, so that's the EA perspective. We're going to talk about the content creation perspective because, like I said, it was very difficult to find this and not to show the controller. Guys, I'm going to teach you guys something in life, okay?
Guys, I know you're going to say I'm waffling, but as a fellow content creator, right? Respect to Inception. I would say big up to him because this is he probably went really out of his way time-wise to find clips and all this with not showing controls and stuff like that, you know, like that's a real one, bro. Putting that on YouTube, he knows this is gonna get probably 100,000 views. Like, that's good. At least he's like, dude, I mean, you can't control other people, but he's doing his part. He's not trying to spread this glitch, obviously. You know, that's good that there's no controls because I have no idea how to do this. I'm sure some of you guys do. I don't care. I don't want to know. I'm not gonna be telling anyone. Like, obviously for me, I'm going to be juicing this to EA, right? Because they got to fucking wake up and see this. But it's good because you can send in what the hell is going on. Obviously, they probably know at this point without the controls, which is good because it's not going to spread through the community unless I guess somebody's in the comment section say, how do you do this? And this guy's like, I don't know, right? So that's good.
Nobody is perfect. Don't do this thing that people do on the internet of this cancel culture, of this attacking people. No, as a human being, okay? You have to be one of the boys. I don't mean boys like men, boys. No, boys as in the gaming sense, as in your boys. B-O-I-S, not B-O-Y-S, B-O-I-S. This can go for guys, this can go for women, doesn't matter, okay? Be one of the boys. If someone is doing something stupid and that's your boy, call them out on the garbage that they're doing, okay? But don't call them out in the toxic ways that some of you guys like to go about doing stuff. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be toxic because you play this game, you know, right? But let's just mention this right away. I am not a perfect human being. You are not a perfect human being. Everybody makes mistakes. As long as you don't do like the 4 main bad things in life, or 3 or 4, you guys know which ones I'm talking about, then there's always room for growth, okay? We make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I've made many mistakes in my life. That being said, I'm gonna be one of your boys right now, okay? Like I do to my boys, if like my really, really close boys, if they're doing something stupid and I gotta point something out, okay? Why are you guys showing the controller on the screen? Why are you guys showing people how to do this glitch? Why? You're just as bad as the rats
Probably
that are
views.
asking how to...
Chat, probably views, right? I mean, that would be the short answer to it. What do you mean body pick? I fucking woke up an hour ago, bro.
Do these things, okay? Why are you showing the controller on the screen? The other thing, why are we doing this in Division Rivals and Foot Champs? You see this screen right here? Can you guys see the top left corner on the screen from the monitor? You see how it says friendly? Who is this? Rory, go like this guy's tweets. Footbin. It was from Footbin. Yo, Footbin, shout out to you guys, man. That's why your website is so clutch.
What
all
a
right?
tweet
Shout
for
out
you,
to these
Footbin.
guys. It was Footbin that posted it. Footbin, I hope your website goes up 500% from this video. 500, man. People that are using their brain a little bit. Why are we doing this in Division Rivals and Foot Champs? Please explain to me, guys. Why? To prove a point? You're not proving a point. This video that Footbin just did, this is proving the point. Because we gotta be honest here, okay? I think we're not... As if I'm doing this. I don't even want to learn how to do this. I told my boy Milan, because he's trying to do the thumbnail of getting the ball in the hand, and he's like, it's difficult to do. And I'm like, Milan, try to find out a way to do it, because I don't want to learn how to do this mechanic. I see the controller, I'm doing this. I'm like, I don't want to see how to do this. I don't want any like sort of... I don't want to see this, okay? So we're doing our best to try to get that for the double image there for the thumbnail, right? But I was puke saying we as if I want to do this garbage, right? What are you guys doing, man? You don't have to show it in Rivals. You don't have to show it in Champs. You don't have to be like, oh, look at what EA... No, you know that the account that you're using is more than likely, because I'm not going to guarantee it, because, hey, they could surprise me, right? But is more than likely not going to get banned, and then you're going to get your rewards for it. You think EA is going to do a thing with Foot Champs where they're going to disable the rewards? You think EA is going to do a thing where it's like they have some sort of automated system in their system of systems where they can see that the ball gets stuck to the leg or the hands? For me, I don't think so. Maybe I hope they surprise me and they do something like that, right? Maybe the same guy who did this, and you can navigate through the menus. Maybe the same guy who did that, maybe he's the one that coded it to see that type of stuff. Maybe it's the same guy that deserves like a 200k salary just for making that L trigger thing. What are we doing, guys? Please tell me. Why are we doing this, man? The gameplay is already as rough as it is. It's already as rough as it is playing the game to not play the game for results. It's already as rough as it is. But then we're doing this? These game modes and stuff, man, like I told you guys, bro, like in FIFA 17 when I ranted, I told you guys the inclusion of Foot Champs, it's not going to destroy the game entirely, because people still play. Let's be honest. If you were willing to play FIFA 19, which is, you know, if you're willing to play that game, people are going to be willing to play this. But these game modes, man, how is Foot Champs matchmaking your best game mode? People think that when I want a tournament mode, I want to play with people that have no thumbs. No. This has nothing to do with people playing with people that have no thumbs. Foot Champs matchmaking, especially from qualifying, is like the best matchmaking. Like if you give me a tournament mode that has matchmaking like that, because sometimes you face someone really good, sometimes you face someone like mid-tier, low tier, that's the balance, right? Because then you already have your competitive based game mode, which should not be rivals in a game like FIFA. Let's be honest, guys, it just shouldn't. It should be just regular divisions so that the matchmaking is more open. People still have a chance of getting the coin rewards from maintaining division, going relegated, and getting the whole thing. And they'll be less prone, that's the key word here for a game like FIFA, they'll be less prone about caring about the results, because in older FIFAs, the person who had a 5-back formation is the same person that's playing this game right now every single game you play, most of the times in the Elite Division. Most of the times. The reason why I say most of the times is because you do sometimes find people that are absolute chefs. They just... I can see it. You know, Thierry Henry, I can see it. They're cooking something. I faced a guy who beat me 3-0. Bro, whoever that guy was, man.
All right, let me see. Let me see on let me get up Twitter chat. Let me see. Oh. Hold on. What should I search on Twitter? EA. Wait, so you guys are all not playing right now? Is that the vibe? Like nobody's playing? EAFC. There's a bunch on the Reddit. All right, hold on. With the what's it called? Like EA Sports FC